Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to what will probably be the final episode in our Union campaign. We're at Richmond. I think this is the final battle. And because we've been doing so well up to this point, we don't really face that much of an opposition, which is a little bit of a shame, really, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how it pans out. My God, we must get out of this. Indeed. So, attack left, attack right, and what's through the middle? No, just reinforcements. What's going to be the brunt of the attack? Put you in there. Use the left. You in the middle. Bulk of our army pins the rebels north of Richmond, so this wants to be. I mean, not that there's any real difference in the in between the first and second corps. When the Confederates realise, spelled with a Z. Man, these Americans. Your intentions, they will shift their own army to mirror your movements. Godspeed, General. We need victory this day. Okay. Right, well, let's go for it then. That does go indeed. So our first corps will soon begin arriving on the battlefield located east of Richmond. To mask our attack from the enemy reconnaissance, we have manoeuvred our corps into position one by one. That looks like fairly well prepped defences. Our main objective is to secure the first defensive layer of trenches east of the city. Reconnaissance reveals a lightly defended section. It starts from here, from where it was up there, and extends further south to here. Interesting. Looks like it's going to be a big battlefield, and ends south of York River and Williamsburg Road. Even more stuff to do. Next steps will be to capture the forts, they guard Richmond east and the side, and finally the city itself. Our task will not be easy. As soon as the Confederates realise the main attack is coming from the east, they will begin continuously reinforcing the defences using Mechanicsville Road and the railroads. Good luck to us all, General. Right. Vanguard is arriving. Yep. And we'll hit there. Probably come through these woods though. Maybe. If time is of the essence, then we might be better off just doing what the French did to the English in Napoleonic fights. I think I've already explained it. But the English would line up as was the tactic back in the day in one thin line, and so you could get the most amount of musket fire downrange, which is fair enough. But the French would organise themselves into columns, and they would push those columns at a fair pace into the British lines. Because back in the day, the effective range of muskets was even less than in this day. You might be able to get in a musket, a muzzle loading musket of the time, you might be able to get off, if you were well trained, 3 shots a minute. That's if you were well trained. If you weren't, if they were green troops, you're looking at more like 2. So the French columns will only have to withstand probably about two volleys of effective fire into the front ranks. Imagine these troops here. Instead of hitting this side, you turn to face this bit, faces the enemy instead. So these 6 men would take the brunt of the impact of that volley, but the momentum would keep going because all of these wouldn't be affected, and then the French would smash into the British line, and the French would have won another day. Damn them, Napoleon. Anyway, and yeah, we'll just do that. We'll march across this field. Well, we'll march until we start coming under some kind of fire, and then the last little stage we'll run through. Overwhelm the position. We'll split probably these 3 off to cover north. The rest form up, push our way south. Kelly, Mersey and Brewster can sweep through these woods. There will be skirmishes around here. We may even detach some now just to sit in these woods here, just so that we don't get anything in behind us as we're breaching the defences. And cannons can just bimble on wherever they can. Anyway, on we go. Let's get skirmishers out. Let's just identify how weak these defences are. And Walton. Try to keep the 3-star brigades full as we can. Oh, Loomis, you're 2-star. It might be a trap. It says that they're weak in this position here, but we've been told that before and it's been wrong. So we'll make sure that what we're looking at is weakened, and then we'll smash ourselves in there. Come on, show me something. No one's been spotted just yet, which is nice. Not bad. Yeah, that's weak. If we go to this point, they'll get to about here, and then they'll open up the formation. So if we click beyond the point, they'll continue marching straight through it, which is kind of what we want for the majority of them. Quinn. Yeah, go on then. Quinn and Keys as well. We'll have Kelly, Mersey and Brewster just into those woods. And the cannon will push up into just into range. And we'll escort these if we can. Everything inside our little circle has I think a 10% boost to the speed. I'd like to be able to attach my general to a specific movement order, so like one of these, so that it would mimic their movement, march along with them, so I didn't have to micro. But you can't have everything. Okay, we can use our skirmishers as almost a screen. If these guys are firing into skirmishers, they're not firing into the columns. Although they've still not been seen yet. Yeah, that's fairly weak. Supply truck got spotted. How weird. Suppose there's a big unit. Right. That's the columns have been pinged, so let's push some skirmishers up, let's draw some fire. Let's get these guys. Nope. Running. Some have stopped, but the majority of them should keep going. I will just overwhelm the position. Oh, right. Who are we aiming at? No one in cover. Okay, we're through the position. We've lost Loomis. We've detached skirmishers from him. Skirmishers, you can go back in, fill up a little bit of Loomis's stuff. What are you up there? Iron Brigade. What are you here? Swing them round to wrap up these. The rest of the guys can continue onwards. Keys. What are you into there? And create a funnel for everybody else to get through. You turn around there. On you running into those woods. On you swinging down here. Let's get rid of these cannons. Let's get in ourselves. You're attacking them, you're attacking them. Walton has been turned away, but Loomis is ready to come back in. Pressure you down there. Quinn. Let's wrap Kennedy up. Keys has been turned away. 2-1 with Ferry. Actually, no, you continue on. We'll take out Hugo. Hugo. You're coming back in. You're attacking as well. We need someone to deal with this. Get you back in. Let's turn and face Greg, who's out in the open. And you've been turned away. Let's push you back into that. Confederate dismounted cavalrymen located in the woods somewhere. You pull back. I think until we've cleared out the north. I don't think we can press south too far. It's been a little bit more stubborn than I hoped. We can press you into those woods. Right, got rid of those cannons. Let's get rid of those. And those. And we'll try and take out Sanders before he gets shots onto the side of Quinn. And Kelly, let's bring you back in. And let's attach your skirmishers. Come on, if you're not taking them out yet. Alright, so Quinn has stopped. He's finished his fight. So we'll get you. Have you not managed to take these cannons out yet? Oh, they're just behind Brenning. Shots on them, if you please. And Brigade, are you actually... Yep. Alright. So I should be able to get a couple of volleys on to Braxton. Get him turned away. Let's have you pushing out, and you. Let's push them out of these woods. Right, the cannon's now round. Let's switch targets onto Longstreet himself. Nope. Alright, let's just press them. Oh, let's press these guys up. It's more of a holding action than anything else, however... Keys on Hubbard. Let's get you flanking around the back. Nigel can try and hold that position. And let's turn Haskell a little way as well. You not. Try pick off Anderson whilst he's out in the open. Greg's going to open his flank to Walton. Walton number 2, I would like you to get shots on Haskell. Let's keep Anderson running if we can. You can't because you're blocked by Greg. Now switch to Anderson, you take out Cable. That's pretty much all we need to do in the north. Okay, you along this line. Move our supplies in. It's like Nagel turned away Sanders. We try and take out the threats. Why can you not fire at this? Who are you blocked by? I don't know, it's just descended into melee. You fire, you fire. Excellent. You fire into Longstreet, you into Armstrong. We don't need you to. Bring you down here as well. And let's start pressing. This isn't so good. We've got more brigade. Ooh, okay. We do have more brigades. Splendid. More reinforcements into the breach that we've already secured. As time passes, the rebels are expected to become stronger. Receiving reinforcements. Oh no. Okay, so it looks like they're going to end up coming in behind us. We might need to counter that. Let's get you lot running into there. Cannons as well. You make your way in to where all the other cannons are. We'll try and have them in one lumped area. Now these guys. Let's try and spread you out through these woods. And we'll create just a line, really, just so that they can't get around the back of us. One would hope. They look like they're well up for a bit of melee. Nope. Nope, fire at him. You fire at him as well. You fire into that mess. Can't capture general. Alright, let's get you back. You need to continue pressing. You're blocked by whom? We need to continue this route. We need to try to get Huger out of there. Done. Right, both of you can now switch fire onto Perry. I'll get our supplies into a central location. Brigade and Walton, we're going to need you over there to help out. A little bit exposed there, a bit out in the open. 1, 2. No, Walton, we don't need you. Let's get you into the side of Perry. And Brigade should have enough to sweep through the side of King. Daniel and Young. Let's get you in here. Okay, so we've routed King. Let's press that key, let's get you back. want to volley onto Perry before he charges, and then we'll turn and face Sanders. Alright, just fire him. Well, this has turned into a bit of a mess. Loomis, continue that push. As soon as this descends into melee, Keys should be able to get shots on. We'll turn Gibson away. Walton, I don't know how that's still a fight, but no, just fire at the... How can I get you to fire? There we go. Let's continue this press. Okay, you out of those woods. Who are we leaving behind? I think the road's here. There's one here, there's one here, and there's, I think, one down here. I think this is where the reinforcements are going to come from. So I don't want to leave ourselves weak around these areas. Now let's press you up. And you up. We'll detach skirmishers from you because we might as well get our eyes on what's going on down here. So our cannons can open up. Quite a few reinforcements came down this road, it would appear. Who's this? Major General Cadmus Nagel is killed. Where was he? No idea. You got the range for that? Should have. And let's get shots into the back and sides of King. There's Nagel. Suppose he was out in the open a little bit. And we'll keep pressing. Let's get you in the sides of these woods and we'll rush you out into the side of these skirmishers. Hopefully at some point. And let's continue. A lot of people not doing a lot there. So at least form lines. There you go. Let's get you over here. You've taken a bit of a beating. And your dude is out of action. Cannons, continue on your way. Iron Brigade, let's try and jump this road. Okay, let's turn Sanders away. He's becoming a bit of a hindrance now. In fact. No, let's stay in these woods. Let's not press too much. Now we need to get to that point. We need all 3 points in less than an hour. You three. Let's press you forwards. Kill your Mersey as well. Let's get you going, and Brewster. You got a 10 in time? Well, that should have been fairly easy. Iron Brigade. Keep pressuring with you, Hubbard as well. I tried to turn Macintosh away. Or Macintosh. No, you. Right. 44 minutes, we're not being aggressive enough here. Let's have you lot run it. And Ashmore and Manson. And let's press you three down as well. King seems to be out in the open, so we'll hopefully rout him. Switch fire to Thomas. Alright, let's keep this press going. Should be firing into the side of Sims, as should you, really. And continue. Come on, Sims, turn yourself away. All the way off the battlefield. Brewster, your time to move. A run. And these guys as well. Again, we'll press through with wave numbers and then we'll split and encircle them. Hopefully. Nope. Want him taken out. It's the morale shock that is painful. You guys do nothing. Run you into that position there, Franklin and Shermer. Don't think we need you. Let's set you up here. Along with Young when he stops running. We need to guard against reinforcements. He did say they were coming. Alright, so it looks like attacking the rest of the line has started to leave a bit of pressure here. They're starting to pull people away. Come on, we should be trying to get shots onto... Yep, that cannon. You're into the infantry because you're blocked off everything else. Let's continue. Shots onto the flank of them. Right. You use your volley on Pegum. Keep pressing forward. Hobson, Davis. You've already turned away. Oh, Deering. Let's get you away as well. And you, let's get you away. I think they were just skirmishers. Let's carry on. Young will put you in the gap here. Oh, we've done what the AI does. Smash into the defensive position and then end up, wow, 696, not bad, and then end up routing all the way through it. Come on, before they take Davis back. Bollocks. And turning him around. Expose the flanks on mine. Oh well. Diversionary tactic. It's the last fight. Being a little bit wasteful. push the line out a little bit better. When you cross there, along with you. You firing into the flank of Terry. Let's push Ashmore past you. Wood and Burton as well. Griffin, now how are you still routing? Come on. Get rid of this artillery. And let's strain of this line. You into the side of Lance, you into the side of Sims. Meanwhile, the advance continues south. What advance? Inside the other part of our army is advancing via Williamsburg Road, a few miles south. Confederate forces are currently stretched out south in the dismounted cavalry guards, those trenches, and nearby fort. Well, we already know how devastating dismounted cavalry can be. With the whole carbine thing. For the infantry will surely push those, alright? Yeah, okay. Alright, what have we got? We're gonna have to actually smash into those trenches there. This looks like a decent position, however, you're going to get flank shots from... This is probably defensive position, and this is probably defensive position. And all the while, they'll probably have cannon in here as well. And infantry. So if you try squeezing past, you get ripped to shreds. So we're gonna have to hit at this point and clear our way to the fort. Skirmishers around that. Gav, let's get you into these woods here. What are you armed with? Oh, the repeaters. And Uber snipers. And carbines. Come on, reveal yourself to me. Get you into that cover. Get you into that cover. Really? That's fine? Can't be right. I don't believe that. Not for 1 second. Let's push you forward into this cover then. Well, the horses have been seen by somebody, somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you'll be able to fire from cover. wonder how close we can get. Would Peckham and Everson. Would appear not too close. No, I need you in that cover. And we'll smash through the centre there. We'll wrap up Ransom and Funston once we've actually breached these walls. And we'll push Everson through the gap. Putting up a fairly stiff resistance here. Considering there was only 300 and odd people on the palisade. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. He honestly telling me that 300 people routed 6,000 so far. What utter nonsense. Go back in there, you cowards. Young. Can't see his kills, but try getting to the side of Funston then. Let's try and wrap him up. We're just going to sit out in the open and whittle Young away here. Right, you fire into that, you fire into that. It's in melee now. No, just fire into it, it's melee. Is it not? Yeah, it's in melee. So what the hell are you doing? There are too many. There's 357 of them, you twat. I can't get you singing as well. Are you firing it on Young as well? And you back into this position as quickly as you can. It just looks like we're going to have to grind it down to one section. But to what number? We chucked everybody into there. And they got turned around. Do we get them down to 200? Do we get them down to 100? Do we get them down to 8? 8 are going to turn away everybody. It wouldn't surprise me really if they did. Get you even further forward. And let's get you into cover just here. We should be able to get shell fire now into Young with 24 pounders. Might dislodge them a little bit. Now these guys are fairly green. They got the poop rifles. But still. Just... well done, you. Just utter weight of numbers should have been enough there. So get you through this gap. Want you to wrap them up. The battle rages on the trenches. Oh, probably should have used those cannons just a little bit sooner. Oh well, we've breached the lines. We're through. We should be able to get some more support though. What's this? Right, so we're getting more reinforcements. Don't think that we need him, but we're getting them. We should all be pressing through here. Greg is unclickable because whoever heard of discipline when you're in soldier? Right, we eliminate scales. Switch fire to the next person in line. You turn around. And let's try push through this gap. Thomas will get you to that point there. want you lot pressing all the way down this river. And something like that. Want you in the hole? Holson, let's bring you back. Greg, want you back as well. Griffin, focus on the ones that are going to do the most damage to you. Loomis and Kelly, let's push you over there. You go back to unit. Yeah, we knew they'd get some sort of reinforcements. It did say that we were going to continuously reinforce from this side of the map. Won't be surprised if they're reinforcing from here as well, but we just can't see it. But as long as we've got people lined up down here, then our points aren't under pressure. Now we can harass them all the way to wherever they're going. Are you firing on them? Can't click you just yet. Let's try and take out the high value target. And something like that. But whoever ends up on this side will probably end up flattening out against this edge. Get you off the map. And you. And you. Let's start focusing these guys' fire. You go back to wherever your unit was. Nope, not that one. When you're firing into the skirmishers, you turn and face McCrae. Yep. Actually, Scales. I want you running behind our lines. You go back to whoever your division was. Don't think we'll need you. And the rest start collapsing with this flank. We'll make sure these keep running. You into the side of Scales, I want you into that gap there. And we'll continue to harass. These guys are to pop out of this side of the map. In fact, you four go there. These two a little bit further down. These two even further down. Let's get you off the map. So, you fire and cook, you fire and cook. You get flanking shots into cook, even you're in a crap position there, mate. That's horrific. You firing into them, you turn the face to the skirmishers. Let's get you to here. Don't think Hobson's got the Ronaldo on. He's not. Let's bring him down here instead. Nope. Let's get you out of the riverbed because there is no cover there. You fire at them, you fire at them. Let's ooh. Here we go. You two, break contact. Switch targets right. Or your left. Or your right even. Yeah, if you're facing this way. Here, someone will get you over here, so you can supply them. Capture supply truck is going to supply these over here. Turn you around a little bit, and you. So we kind of made a corridor that they can walk down if they want. Griffin, I need you to run it. You get shots into the back of you, but this is where the threat is now. I'll spin you around. Okay, let's not. Confederates have got. How? How and with what? With fucking cavalry, that's what. Pull you to that. You to that. Come on, break. Alright. Leave that on the point. We'll get Franklin to guard that. We need to take that back. Can't believe. Can't believe they took it back with random cavalry. Ridiculous. You turn and face Cook so he doesn't hit you in the arse. Let's continue to press down this point. Walton and Loomis. Still think we're going to need you. Let's get you up north. We've weakened our line here.
There's one recording.
Yep.
I'll catch you in a bit.
I'm pressing there. Oh, not into melee. Well, we did capture them. Try to get them away. I don't know if we're going to be successful though. Yeah, we're going to have to guard our points from now on. It's an interesting position you've got yourself into there. Okay, you turn back around. You into that. You into me out. And what's this? 2 units of cav. Why are you not off the field? Well, that looks like it's been contained. Turn you around. And let's keep pressing through these woods. Whilst keeping somebody on this point. I'll get you routed as well. Let's try to take out the valuable target, which is the command. What's this? This is not good for them. We'll push you up into the side. Bring Nagel down. Franklin, let's get you back. You're doing some good work. You do need support though. Quite sure get shots on there. Good stuff. So we're starting to wrap up the support as it gets there. Let's put you right on the edge of that little creek. Take out Miller. You should be pushing in there. Should you? No, take out Jared. Still not quite so sure how Hill is still alive, but he is. Yeah, I know where you're going. The AI must be programmed to look for undefended, unguarded. Run you out that way. Point, and then just head for them. Especially with this cavalry that comes from off map. That's bomber. Let's get you away as well. So Quinn, face north. Shema, face. No, face south. As long as we can keep them at arm's length, that's fine by me. Actually, we won't need you. You're just standing there, you're just standing there. Let's go and hit them if they're just going to stand in the open. May have surrendered. Not surprised. Let's just get you off the field as well. On you three. Lined up there. The rest of you. Just make way north. Come on, Greg. Last thing we need is Gerald behind us. I'll capture these supplies if we can. Is there any point? No. Just take them out. So what part's contested still? Rebel cavalry defends the fort. Oh no. I hope we've got a few more reinforcements over here. Yeah, excellent. We had punched through a section, which we were finding really hard to do because the palisades later game are quite difficult. press. You lot in. Running. Oh, hello. Decided to be daytime. No, do not spin all the way to face Ransom. Alright, so it looks like we've got them on the run. Reinforcements. Excellent. Let's get you in this little area here. And let's try and get into some sort of cover, a little bit at least. You firing into them, you firing into them. Fine. York decided doesn't want any more of that. Doesn't surprise me. Let's push you into these little copes. I don't think there's any point. What kind of cover are we in? 58. Oh, we can we hit them from here? We can. Alright, we'll just do this. We'll do it from cover. York. If I can click you at any point. Nicholas, let's continue to press you forwards. Where have they gone? You can't just disappear. That's not how it works. General Anderson is attacking with Hoke's division. Where did they go? They were right here. And then they vanished. We're able to take Anderson out there. Katie, let's push you north. I don't think they're going to end up coming back to this position. We can always dismount. Nope. Back on your horse. We'll use you. Use the mobility that you've got to harass the enemy. And we'll run into that kind of position there. You'll try and take out Colt. You, Colt as well. You, Colt as well. Less of that we have to deal with, the better. Alright. You turn and face Wallace. Let's try and press them against the side of the map. take you away. Cover one through that the gap there. You fire into them. You fire into Haygood. You get rounds onto Colquitt. Devons, you might as well push through that gap as well. Alright. Surprised Colquitt hasn't hit the rear of Devon's, but I'm alright with that not happening. We'll keep spinning these cannons around, taking pot shots at them. Seem to be a little bit out of the open there. I'll spin you around, hit Colquitt. Let's continue to turn these cannons around. You're not hitting anyone. Let's reveal this area of the map. Let's push you into those woods. I can bring Haskell down here. Come on. Get shots on. You finish them off. Not finish them off, but at least get them to route properly. You into them. Alright, so everyone's firing at the right people. Within reason. Anderson's been taken out of the game, which is splendid. We'll push you across this river. Another one. Take these out if you can. Come on, just go. Just die. And we'll continue to press. These guys. He's captured the fort, but if we have people in behind us, it's not going to make our jobs any easier. Nicholas, let's open up that area of the map there. Okay, cannons has been done for. Good. We'll open up what's actually in the fort. Devons, I want you around here as well. About 1,600 troops. Cannon. We'll bring our own cannon within range and get some fire going. They're going to need help. If you're not able to fire into it, then shall we move a little bit? Continue to brush you up. And we'll try and route Kirkland off the field altogether. And Gary, let's bring you back towards the fort. So we don't have too long to take. Gone there in the river though, we should have a field day picking them off. No idea where these came from, but it looks like they're trying to get behind the cannon. Let's move you a little bit further away. Haskell, let's bring you back. That's all we're done with. Let's get you up here on this observation point, just to make us aware of anything else that may come from that direction. We'll just use Gary. Getty can come back. Get your horses. Gonna need your cowboys. If these were hard to take, this is gonna be hard to take. It's gonna have to be attacking from all sides at once. No, not telling like the present. Chew and Bloom. Get you moving. Right, so the cannons have turned away, which is good because we're well within canister range here. Right, looking good. We're trying. We're really trying. We're prevailing as much as we can prevail. Oh, extra cav. All of our brigades have finally arrived. Good. We can use them to charge down. That. We'll push through. Nope. Are you not bothering to? Okay. Now, push through. We'll get you to what will be the front. Looks like they're continuing to... They are going to continue to pop out of that side. Try and spot where they went. Also, supply wagon. Don't need you there. We're out our prisoners. That's it. Oh, no, found him. Now we'll keep him contained and away from our rotting prisoners, otherwise he'll just end up taking them back. And that will be terrible. We'll just have to fight them all over again. Is that it? Is that done? I think it is. Alright. We'll have you in the line there. You two directly on the point. You two on the point as well. And you, yeah, that's fine. Greg. Actually, not cannons. We'll move you further forward. Seems to be a good spot that they pop out at. Supply wagon as well. Greg will plug that hole there. And that, I think, is it. Oh no, we get extra stuff. Or are they just people disappearing off the map? Yeah. Friendly sighted. Where is he? He's going to get absolutely wrecked. Cass, what have you got? Carbines. Let's get you off your horses. Fort must be held till nightfall. The fort must be held till nightfall. We haven't taken it yet. I think we're close, but though we secured the trenches, it is much most important to capture the fort near the city, otherwise we will not be able to launch our next attack towards Richmond. Right, so they're giving us 3.5 hours to complete this. Shouldn't be too difficult now. The extra time is nice. Getty, you're just marching straight into the middle. Because you give no fucks. We let General Gordon counterattacks with his divisions. Oh no. Gordon, eh? We'll try and hold him up as much as we can. Actually, York and Whittaker. Let's get you into that defensive terrain. Don't think we're going to need everybody here now. Come on, let's get rid of this cannon. Excellent. Devons, let's get you away as well. Everson, you as well. Let's try and chase down Good and Lomax. And we'll kill what we can. Okay, so let's get you off there. Colonel Ivan Nicholas is wounded. It's unfortunate. But they did a really good job of it. Of just holding them up until we could get into position this side of the river. And take advantage of them having to cross it. Hold there. In cover. Let's find out where they went. Can we get you into a flank there? Nelson and Gary should be able to counter Archer. We're low on ammunition, and a red dot has just vanished from the map. Yeah, Everson, you keep running. As long as we can contain them, I'll be fine with that. Right, Everson, now they've stopped chasing you, let's turn you around. Gary skirmishers, let's get you into cover but facing out this way. Might as well take out Golden if we can. How the hell have you ended up on that? If we can't take advantage of the defensive positions here, how the hell can they? Alright, let's try and dislodge him. Get you charge them down. I want no. Yeah, get to charge them down. Hood on the point. No. We don't have to press this. So we won't. Well, this isn't good. We're just chasing this guy around the field. Do you have the range for Archer? Don't think they do. Haskell, you've got loads of condition. Let's try and take them out whilst they're crossing the river. Whilst I have no cover. Go on, Gary. Yeah, that was weak. Garrett, you have the range to get flanking shots in Archer. Nelson as well. Maybe not. Let's just sit there. Ransom. Oh. And we'll try to clear out this pocket. Ransom was the guy that we ended up routing out to here somewhere, but we didn't want to go chasing him. think that should be it, really. Don't think we have too much to worry about here. Wow. You tried crossing a river, did you? There are many silly things to do, but crossing a river into combat has to rank quite high. Let's situate Getty just here, just in case they've decided to use this ford. Actually, we'll push you up that road. Proceeding to the next day. Do I continue? Do I continue? I will not. It's already been almost 2 hours. That's been a stupid amount to commentate and try to keep my brain going. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll proceed to the next day in the next episode. Until then, do take care.